Alexander-Arnold.
He might be the one in the corner, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He will be the one. Floated, it's an out winger, not his best, but a flicker from Jorginho Wijnaldum right in the box. Well, we can confirm the streaming will be up in 10, 9, well, you know the countdown to 1. Just looking back, Trent Alexander-Arnold and the effort from Jorginho Wijnaldum. We're live. The commentary of the Liverpool-Arsenal fixture. We're doing this in partnership with our friends at the BBC. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. And if you go by all of the outcomes pre this fixture, the Arsenal fans would be happy. All of the away teams today have secured maximum points.
I think before this game, Arsenal fans are really holding their laughter because if you go laugh at United, your team will just come for your hand, not for the first time, second, third, fourth or fifth time. I think Arsenal are used to doing that to their fans, and also playing against a team like Liverpool. Always have we beat Arsenal, where I think for the past 4 or 5 years, I think Liverpool have been beating Arsenal, especially at Anfield comfortably. I think when they go to the Emirates, I think ended 1-1, 3-3. Arsenal joined at home, not really winning. So you can say Liverpool have the advantage. But for this season, both teams have struggled. But I think the difference is quality and stability. I think Liverpool struggled in their first game against Norwich. Though they scored 4 goals, but they struggled. Against Chelsea, they struggled. Against Southampton, they struggled also. But they have the quality to score goals. Arsenal too struggled right there. But you can understand Arsenal struggling because there's no really more stability in the squad with players coming in. So I think that's the difference with both teams.
Some brilliant run from the left back, Robertson. Let's get in the picture. Well, it's easy to identify the men in the studio. Yes, we are live, which is the one with the Arsenal. That's the second or third kit, not the yellow one.
Yes, the yellow one. This is their away kit.
It's the away kit.
This is the third kit. The black one is the third kick. No matter what anybody talk this season, Arsenal have won the league, the Jersey League. I think Arsenal have fine. Look at me. Look how fine I am.
That's quite colourful. I think yellow is an obvious colour, and Sam always looking like the 1960 headmaster. Just opposite Richie, and of course yours truly, just repping one of Africa's finest. But you would always counter that because he's got his preference. But here they come, the corners. It's a great turn from Pierre. That's a heavy pass. No. Straight pass, too excited. And the goalkeeper, Adrian, came. It could be Aubameyang who might take advantage of that complete confusion. And it just rolls right in front of goal. Not entirely a bad effort from Alexander Lacazette, but that was some calamitous defending from the goalkeeper, Adrian.
But what was he thinking about? He did that again. Remember, I think that game, he made a mistake talking about Adrian. His leg work is bad, but that was a bad pass from Aubameyang. But honestly, he should have made up for it. He had enough space to put the ball in the right spot. I think that was a bad finish. Aubameyang gets to score the hardest of goals, but missed the easiest of goals. Honestly, I think Aubameyang should have been doing better there.
Well, it's important to note.
Yeah, it was. You can blame Adrian all you want, but I'm looking at Virgil van Dijk in that situation. I think he also didn't cover himself in glory. Should have shielded, the Arsenal forward there and allowed the goalkeeper all the time in the world, but he didn't do that, and that just put the goalkeeper Adrian under more pressure to clear that one. And luckily for Adrian, it wasn't back-to-back embarrassment for him. Remember the situation last week where he gifted Southampton that goal. Almost did the same thing again today. Yeah. But then again, you can blame Adrian all you want, but I'm looking at Virgil van Dijk, a player of his quality, should be shielding the striker there away and giving the goalkeeper all the time in the world, to pick that moment and clear that ball.
Indeed, Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool manager, born in Stuttgart 1967, spent his entire 12-year playing career at Mainz. Became the Liverpool manager in 2015, led them to 2 Champions League finals, one heartbreak, the other happiness. Guendouzi back in play, all the way back to find Socrates, it seems, who floated to the far left-hand side. Nacho Monreal, easy to identify. That's a brilliant control from Nacho. Infield play to find 2-man. It's a heavy pass to the far left-hand side, but Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang couldn't keep it in play. There's been talk of how unfair it is for Unai Emery not to pair Lacazette and Aubameyang, but he's on the bench, the French player. At a point, I'm sure he's going to get it running in this game. Here's Robertson floated up front, close to the byline. It's Sadio Mane, enjoys playing against the Arsenal. Heavy stutter step, sets it back. Salah hoping to get a connection. It just takes a deflection onto the path of the goalkeeper, Leno. That's something the Liverpool front three have: pace and precision.
And quality.
They do possess it.
Individual quality. You can see in their last couple of games, they stepped up. Mane stepped up single-handedly. I think for me, winning Chelsea that Super Cup. Also winning Liverpool the Super Cup. Also against Southampton, he stepped up single-handedly. For me, I think for the past 3 years, I think Mane have been the best Liverpool player right there because of his work ethic and also the quality he possesses in terms of assists and also in terms of goals. I think he has it, but I think he's not really getting the respect he deserves. But Arsenal, you mentioned Aubameyang. I remember for this game, a club coming out to say the only thing Aubameyang doesn't have is his dressing sense, that he has everything as a footballer, but his dress is audible. And I would definitely agree with him. I've seen Aubameyang wearing nylon before, right there. I think he needs to step up in terms of dressing sense.
Well, Pepe almost stepping up. He's in the box. Great turn, but seemed to be a situation where the referee's whistle had gone. That's something strikers should learn. Just hit the ball and ask questions later. His very first start in an Arsenal shirt. Came off the bench against Newcastle United. Likewise in the second Premier League fixture for the Gunners. In that instance, just handled the ball unintentionally. Free kick given, free kick taken. Sadio Mane has it in Arsenal's half. A reminder, Liverpool are playing from left to right. The Arsenal from right to left. All red, all black. Liverpool, the former, Arsenal, the latter. Fabinho rolls it to the centre rack, close to the halfway line to find Joe Matip. And it's Virgil van Dijk. Returns the favour in Arsenal's half to Trent Alexander-Arnold. On the right inside, caught infield. Chased down by Willock. Fabinho, chased down by Ceballos. Trent. It's a brilliant pass, not best control from Jorginho Wijnaldum. Has the possession, referee plays the advantage. Robertson, he can fire! He does fire! Couldn't get past the Arsenal central defender. Guendouzi has it. Floated up front. Well, it's all the way infield now to Granit Xhaka, captain of the Arsenal team. Closing it down is Willock. Great control from the teenager. Well, he's lost possession. Salah regains. Salah gives it away. Willock with a body badge to go past Fabinho. He's up against two Liverpool players. Finds Aubameyang on the far left-hand side. Heavy first touch from the Gabonese. Goes all the way back, facing his own goal. He's up against Trent now. Aubameyang rolls it infield. Heavy 1-2. Granit Xhaka's pass lets the Arsenal attack down. Goal kick Liverpool.
That was great defending from Trent. You can see he know where he won goal already, and he occupied that spot already. That was great for a young man with so much. Talk about young men. You see that boy talking about Willock. He was fantastic with Arsenal in place. I think he played so well this game. Some might say that going around field might be too big for him, but the amount of times you have to give young boys the big opportunity for them to blow. And I think if Willock can get to put up performance here, he can be one man for the future of Arsenal.
That's a heavy pass from Ceballos. Pepe has the pace. He's like a road runner up against Virgil van Dijk. He's tasted defeat in Drimbly term 1, so he's a bit cautious. Goes all the way back to Guendouzi. Here's Ceballos. Great control. Rolls it infield to find Granit. Better play now from the Arsenal. Willock deflects his movements past the Liverpool player to find Nacho Murillo. Close into the Liverpool penalty area. It's back infield now. Ceballos has it. Back to Willock. They've gone back to their half Arsenal. David Luiz finds Socrates. He's got support on the far right hand side. Maitland now is hoping for possession. Oh, he's not interested in Maitland now. So Socrates has gone all the way back. The views are rising. Keep your messages coming through at Nigeria Info FM, the Twitter handle, and of course the Facebook page, Nigeria Space Info 993. In that instance, Pepe couldn't keep the ball in play. Got kicked to Liverpool, and the first in-play picture of Unai Emery. A complete different look. He's got the wedding gear on. Brilliant suit. Now for Jurgen Klopp, he's all track-suited. Here's Trent. That's a disappointing pass. But Sadio is in an offside position. Somehow the flag stayed down. Still Trent Alexander-Arnold, who cuts it back into the Arsenal penalty area. Cleared out by Willock. It's good to see them return and help out the Arsenal defence. Fabinho has it. Infield to Jorginho Wijnaldum. Now it's Robertson on the far left-hand side, close to the byline. Guendouzi and Ceballos closing him down. Back to Wijnaldum. Here's Virgil van Dijk at the halfway line. He sends the pass back to Robertson, who's facing his own goal. Liverpool from left to right. The Arsenal from right to left. Heavy control, but still Liverpool with the possession. Trent Alexander-Arnold breathing through, and somehow that pass lets him down. Nacho Murillo with the final clearance. Not too perfect control. Well, he keeps it in close parameters. That's Fabinho. That was Jorginho Wijnaldum. Another way back to find Robertson. It tells you it's been all Liverpool for the last 60 plus seconds. 18 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Salah getting close to the Arsenal penalty area on the left hand side. Jorginho Wijnaldum. He's got Robertson, who's driven himself into unnatural territory. Jorginho Wijnaldum hoping for a successful starter step, doesn't get it. Finds Mo Salah, floats it into Well, Liverpool's half. Joe Matip with the control, turns, gets it to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's got Henderson in view, finds Henderson. The captain floats it to the far left-hand side. It's a crossfield pass, headed down by Alex Robertson. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Mo Salah has it. He was hoping for a 1-2 with Sadio Mane. Unsuccessful. Ceballos brilliantly done to find Willock. Willock back to Ceballos. Ceballos to Willock. Willock has it now. He's got Pepe on the right. He's got Aubameyang on the left hand side. He's got Firmino chasing him down. Firmino trying to dispossess Willock. Doesn't do it. Pepe strikes. Easy catch for the goalkeeper. Quite an effort though. It's a shot on target from the Arsenal number 19. Got to get used to his jersey number.
That was good. That was good from him. But Ima, talking about team play, I think Pepe should have passed right there. There were 3 players there: Gundozi in, Aubameyang from the right wing, and also Willock opening for him. I think even though you should at least make it count or make the goalkeeper walk, that was straight to the goalkeeper. I think you can see Pepe is really getting hot in this game. But I think he should have passed, not shoot.
Yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool. 20 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. You're listening to Premier League coverage on Nigeria Info in partnership with our friends at the BBC. Virgil van Dijk, centre back, finds Firmino now. Rolls it up front, hoping for Robertson to drive through. Not interested. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Henderson floats it to the far right inside to Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's getting close now for Liverpool. Henderson with a cheeky pass into the penalty area. Caught out shot by Maitland-Niles. Fabinho finds Wijnaldum to Robertson on the left hand side. Centre telling cross into the box. Mo Salah couldn't get a touch to it. And Arsenal would try to just breathe. Ceballos has got support in Nacho Monreal. Finds the Spaniard, Nacho. Oh, that's a very comfortable play from the Arsenal. And now Ceballos again. Well, it's a pass. Tricky one! Sadio Mane. Oh, he thought he had found fortune. For an instant there, Ceballos, who was flawless up until that very second, facing his own goal and almost gifting Sadio Mane in the box. Well, great save from Leno, the goalkeeper, making light work of that effort from Sadio Mane.
Emmanuel, credit to Liverpool there. The press was high. You talked about them maintaining possession for all of 1 minute, and that was great play from Liverpool front three. They really pressed against the Arsenal very, very well, and that was why they were able to win that ball. Sadio Mane having that chance, the shot wasn't particularly perfect, and that's why the goalkeeper Leno was able to hold on to it. But looking at the Arsenal, then I was just going to say before that the chance they had there, Ceballos giving the ball away, how good they have been. I'm talking about Arsenal, the starting 11. I thought, for me, the way Liverpool play with the front three, Firmino, Salah and Mane, maybe, Unai Emery could have employed the same strategy by getting Lacazette into this game. Pepe has been brilliant. Aubameyang, we know what he brings to the game. And of course, Lacazette. I'm seeing Virgil van Dijk and Matip pushing so far up the field, to put pressure on Arsenal. Maybe if they had these guys in there, maybe we could, restrict the Arsenal movement and all that. But then again, Unai Emery knows best, and he's decided to go without Lacazette in this team. But I just think if he had been in this team, would have, restricted the movement of the Liverpool defense more than they are doing at this moment.
Well, that's the French striker who came into prominence in France with Lyon. Well, almost a moment for Sadio. Jorginho Wijnaldum also right in the fray. Liverpool still have that danger moment lurking. It's going to be dealt with by Guendouzi, not entirely. Jorginho Wijnaldum keeps play for Liverpool. Fabinho has it now, close to the Arsenal penalty area on the far right hand side. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold, caught infield. He can swing one with his left foot, not too convincing. He's more ferocious with the crosses from his right. Virgil van Dijk, the final stop to all things Arsenal attack for now. Fabinho rolls it up front to find Trent Alexander-Arnold. As Fabinho still in Arsenal's half. Arsenal playing from right to left, Liverpool from left to right. 23 minutes on the clock, Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Robertson has got Sadio Mane in view, close to the penalty area. Sadio Mane to Firmino, great turn from Firmino. And that shot just hits the sheen of the Arsenal central defence. Well, there's a man who's quite familiar playing against the Arsenal at Anfield, Roberto Firmino. Got a hat-trick in that 5-1 win against the Arsenal when these two sides met at Anfield last season. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Jorginho Wijnaldum. It's been all Arsenal defending, all Liverpool trying to attack. Trent Alexander-Arnold, infield play to Fabinho. It's an up pass, hoping for Salah's pace. Oh, it's Nacho Monreal who gets to the bird first. And yet again, Jorginho Wijnaldum. All the work to find Joe Matip. It's all Liverpool. It's becoming a training session for the last 2 minutes or so. Jorginho Wijnaldum goes past the halfway line, hoping to find support. He gets it in Fabinho. who's got Roberto Firmino close by. Fabinho's passes crossfield to Robertson, who finds Sadio Mane just in close view. Here's Henderson, captain of Liverpool. Floats it to the far right hand side to find Trent Alexander-Arnold. Controls one. It's brilliant. He's got support in the penalty area in Wijnaldum. But it's Henderson who floats onto the far left hand side. Caught out there by David Luiz. Guendouzi it is. And this time Sadio Mane. No way he would aerially be successful when it comes to that battle against Maitland-Niles. Just had to whisper to myself coming into the studio for the coverage about not getting the Pepe, Maitland-Niles and Willock distraction. Where they come, Arsenal defending. It's Sadio Mane who might just he tries to test his luck. It was really too much and disappointing from a player with such quality. It's a goal kick to Arsenal.
Definitely, I think looking at the formation, he's expected Liverpool to like top formation, because right now Arsenal play with a diamond in midfield, four midfielders, Xhaka, Willock, Guendouzi, and also Ceballos right there, and two men up front, talking about Pepe from the left wing and also Aubameyang, which telling you that Arsenal right now came to Anfield playing on the counter. That's what they came to do, playing on the counter. And also you can see it anytime Pepe's with the ball, he runs with the ball, Aubameyang runs with the ball, and also players if you support them. Liverpool right now, they're number 4-3-3, playing possession football and trying to like break the Arsenal, which they can do, which they have done, and which I think they will continue doing because they have a quality squad. I think the first goal in this game is very, very important. So I don't know where it's going to go, but it's certainly very important.
Well, it just might be Sadio Mane who was going to hope that the referee will give Salah that free kick. Unfortunately, in that instance, the man in charge of this fixture, who I have unintentionally avoided to mention, he's a manager with so much quality. His name, Anthony Taylor, assisted by Gary Beswick and Adam Naun. Jonathan Moss is the fourth official. Artwell and Halliday are in charge of VAR as first and second. So the referee for the game, Anthony Taylor, it's been no need to mention his identity in terms of any controversial call. It's been pretty much perfect with all the calls, even as the Arsenal defend, and they do it well. Willock draws a ball onto the path of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and Arsenal half is giving away possession to Matip. Still Joe Matip, who's going to try to turn Willock, doesn't succeed. Trent Alexander-Arnold, and now they've handled the ball. Ceballos, who's calling for the free kick in his favour. Referee doesn't give it. Granit Xhaka floats it up front, hoping for a pace from Pepe. Is up against Van Dijk. The latter comes out unscathed. Ball played to the second most expensive defender in the history of the game. Well, the man who has that tag, so his team crumble right in front of over 70,000 fans at Old Trafford. Harry Maguire. But it's a throw which the Arsenal players will be happy to take. Not in a haste. They've been on the back foot, Samuel, after 27 minutes.
Yes, it seems that way, but I'm looking at this and saying to myself, they seem to have, coped with the Liverpool play. Defensively, David Luiz and Socrates have been brilliant for me. They've given Bobby Firmino no chance apart from the first few minutes where he managed to peel away from David Luiz. But ever since that moment, it's been brilliant from both of them. Bobby Firmino in this fixture, it's been 8 in 8 games for him. So he's played 8 games against Arsenal and scored 8 times. So you expect him to hit the ground running in this one, but it's not been great play from him so far, thanks to the Arsenal defense play. But Arsenal have coped so well for me. I think Ceballos has been brilliant. The young Joe Willock has been brilliant as well. Midfield-wise, they've not managed to dominate. Liverpool have, won that area. But then again, looking at Arsenal on the break, Alexander, what's his name? Aubameyang. Okay, yeah. Aubameyang brings a lot to the ground. Of course, Pepe there, he's giving us glimpses of how, he wants to play, how he can break away. Once he did beat Virgil van Dijk in that situation. So it's great play from Arsenal so far. I just think at some point, they will start to dominate and really, really start to worry Liverpool. Liverpool, for me, really need to watch it. They are dominating at this moment, but Arsenal are looking very, very dangerous.
Keep the comments coming through on Facebook. You can rest assured at half-time we'll take as many as we possibly can. The big Premier League fixture going down at Anfield. He'll never walk alone. The chance serenading that amazing atmosphere. It's one of the punchiest, if I could say so, in the game. Teams dread visiting Anfield on 9th daytime where victory is required. It's a high definition broadcast, trying to just get a bit some funny moments. Ceballos and Guendouzi this time, his hair still as fluffy as that of David Luiz. 28 minutes on the clock, make that 29. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. It's David Luiz. It's an aerial view, floating to the far right inside, brilliantly brought down as they try to come forward. That's a very funny play there from Maitland-Niles.
I think Pepe was offside right there.
Yeah.
But if I'm flying over to Italy, there's a game currently going on. The game between Parma and Juventus. Halftime right there, Juventus leading. The old man that never gets old, talking about Giorgio Chiellini, the captain of Juventus, getting the goal for them. So it's halftime, Juventus 1, Parma 0.
That's the detail which Italian football fans are aware of. The Serie A has officially begun, and the champion Juventus away against one of the top teams based on reputation, Parma. 29 minutes, Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Sadio Mane in Arsenal's half to Fabinho. Plays this pass across the centre arc, gets it across to Matip with brilliant pass. Roberto Firmino with the control, tries a samba jog, and it's caught out there by Nacho Monreal. It's pretty much almost tossing a live grenade just in front of his teammate. It's gone straight to Virgil van Dijk, quite composed. And just looking back at that moment again, as Liverpool try to break free. Kotze. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Fabinho. Sadio Mane has it. Is in Arsenal's penalty area. Rolls it down to find Jorginho Wijnaldum. Back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Floats one into the penalty area, and the goalkeeper Leno comes. Easy catch for him. The German doing well enough to ensure nothing will go past him after half an hour of action played out there at Anfield. Liverpool fans, I know this is a fixture they almost always come out tops since the acquisition of Firmino, Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, even more prominently for Liverpool fans. None of Firmino, Salah, Sadio Mane have lost a home meeting against the Arsenal. Here they come, an opportunity for Wheelock. Finds support now. Aubameyang rolls it down. Pepe! Oh, just shimmers past the goal post. That was some effort from the Arsenal player, Nicola Pepe. There's a brilliant pass from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to lay free. Well, he's compadre, just close to the edge of the penalty area. Was hoping for the top right corner, just an inch, and it would have been Arsenal's first in the game. Quite an effort from Pepe.
That was close. That was Aru 22, not even Aru 2. Fantastic. I think Wheelock did a great work from the right. Pass to Aubameyang to Pepe. Pepe showing signs that he has that, what's that Pepe they used to call? That one that used to Pepe. Tatache in him. And I think with the way he can go. He did Pepe. Atarodo anyone. He has it in him. And I think it's a matter of time, if he continue by this way, I think he's going to get a goal at Anfield.
It's the question if he indeed will get a goal today. They're hoping they do. Liverpool nonetheless. Wijnaldum rolls it down. Robertson can be devastating. Decides to float on into the box. Well, aerially it's going to be hard to beat David Luiz and Socrates. But Liverpool still have it. Henderson! And it's taking a deflection out for a corner kick. Well, interesting camera angles from Anfield. Well, Robertson's effort couldn't get across to Mo Salah, who's been the less performing of the Trinity up front for Liverpool, but they will have to contend with this corner. We're taken by you-know-who, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Leno just trying as much as he can to get his gloves more sticky. I'm not going to describe what he's doing to them. It's very nasty, goalkeepers do it, and they just do it to ensure that all things work good for them. There's a conversation in the box, so for a second Alexander-Arnold would halt his effort. It seemed to be a decision. Not sure what the referee is doing, but he's speaking to the VAR.
It's a penalty.
Team, well, it's not a penalty, he's gesturing. They're trying to see if it was actually a penalty to Mo Salah. Salah went down in the box, but it didn't look like there was contact. Going back again. Well, not certain. It's difficult to tell from this camera angle, but VAR has been called upon, and it's either going to be a penalty to Liverpool or a corner kick to Liverpool. Liverpool will have possession, that's all that matters. They're actually checking for a red card incident and not even a penalty. It's a red card incident, and it looked like David Luiz stamped on Sadio Mane. I beg your pardon, Mo Salah. They're still communicating. I mentioned the referee in this game is Anthony Taylor. So it's David Luiz who's walking on thin ice here. If VAR calls it correct. He will be sent off because it's a VAR for a red card offence, not a penalty. And it was the man who collided with Mo Salah. It's taking time. And when things like this take time, it means that someone is agreeing and the other one is disagreeing.
Disagreed, yeah.
So it's a red card situation. David Lewis, 2 games in an Arsenal shirt. He might not see the end, but lucky for him,
I think it's going
it's not going to be a red card call. So the corner will come. Trent Alexander-Arnold will take it for Liverpool. On the right-hand side, it's an outswinger, dealt with easily by the Arsenal tall man there. Ceballos and Pepe has dispossessed Henderson. He's up against Robertson now. Goes past Robertson. 1-on-1 situation. Pepe! Saves. Aubameyang doesn't get the rebound. Well, of all the pace and the charisma, the finishing was lacking from Pepe. Did well enough to go past Henderson and Robertson, but couldn't go past Adrian in goal. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0, and he itches his head. It might be Boggs there. I just took away the goal scoring talent he has. 35 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. It could have been Liverpool 0, Arsenal 1 if only Pepe had converted.
That was too poor.
That was criminal.
That was too poor. Laba, he beats the player, pace for pace. Jumbo the defender right there, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and you play straight to the goalkeeper. You can bring excuses about him, his first start in the league, or stuff like that. When you're facing the goalkeeper 1-on-1, not much pressure on you, even though you might miss the chance, but at least make the goalkeeper work. Don't play the ball straight to the goalkeeper. I think no matter the cut that was poor from Pepe, I think he should be doing better, far better. I'm 100% sure. It is Aubameyang right there. Easily, I think that would have been 1-0 for us now. Chipa la Chipu.
The pace details here will be quite a threat to whatever defence he faced. Oh, Virgil van Dijk, what a man. You ever wonder the definition of a man in a football game? Find Virgil van Dijk and that's your answer. Here they come. Joe Matip rolls it infield to find Roberto Firmino, centre arc. Gets it to Fabinho. Fabinho to Robertson on the far left hand side. Jorginho Wijnaldum opening up, getting close, but Sadio Mane who has it. Turns, facing the opposing goal now. He's up against 2 Arsenal players. One is Guendouzi, the other is Maitland-Niles. Rolls it infield to Henderson, who lost possession earlier to Pepe. Back to the left hand side to find Robertson. He's got Fabinho in view, who can strike the Brazilian. Not interested. Rolls it down to the far right hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold, not the best of crosses from Trent. Rolls all the way out for a throw just close to the corner flag on the right side of Arsenal's defence and left side of Liverpool's attack. 36 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. They might not have been goals, but it's been a frenetic encounter, Samuel.
Indeed, it has been, and this is what we expected from this fixture. I mean, but talking about Liverpool, I think it's been very disappointing to see them go, try to pull the ball into the area, hoping for either Bobby Firmino or Sadio Mane to get on the end of it. I think it's not going to work when you have David Luiz and Socrates in that defense there. You could do that all day, and you're not going to beat either one of them, except they decide to, connive to make a mistake out of it and hand you the goal. But going back to the Pepe chance, I think it was easier for him to score than Messi. He could have tried the option of rounding the goalkeeper. He had all the time in the world there again, but we have to give credit to Adrian. He came out, he stood still, and maybe closed the angle down on, Pepe there to make it difficult for him to score. But that was a glorious chance for Arsenal. Hopefully, it's not one they come back to ruin this game, because that was a glorious chance for them. Liverpool, for the first time, really went to sleep there, and Arsenal had the break on there, but poor finishing from Pepe, and Liverpool get away with it.
Not the best control from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Free kick against Granit Xhaka, just bringing down Sadio Mane in front of the referee. Easiest call he's had to make, Anthony Taylor. It looks like Fabinho wants it. Jorginho Wijnaldum also wants the free kick. Henderson wants it. But it's nowhere you consider threatening. It's about 35, 37 meters off. So it's, well, then again, the man who I do not expect to stand over the ball, Mo Salah, wants to. Well, if he scores from such a position, then we could detail him as the greatest pharaoh that ever lived.
Can do it, Messi. I think Messi scored from here.
Well, he's walked away from it, so it's going to be Robertson. Also might be just an indirect free kick, and Trent Alexander-Arnold is jogging to the ball. Now it's getting confusing who wants to take it. The players are in setting. Salah is complaining. Well, it will be Trent now, based on positioning. Well, he leaves it, floats it down to Firmino. Oh, almost a connecting pass to Firmino. Had his name and just locked right in the box. And what they will have will be a corner, still to be taken by Trent Alexander-Arnold. His importance in this Liverpool team cannot be overemphasized. Ignore the jersey number, he's not that far in the pecking order. Well, he sent in there for Van Dijk. Salah rolls it back into the box. It's still busting around in the penalty area, and that strike from Trent Alexander-Arnold hits the sheen of Ceballos. Rolls out of touch for a throw to Liverpool on the right inside. Trent will take it. Not sure there's going to be any time to review an incident that looked like Virgil van Dijk. The Arsenal players are hovering around the referee. Maitland-Niles for one. Is that Pepe? Oh, it's actually the teenager, Wheelock. He's got something in his eye.
I don't know the eye.
Apparently his left eye, and you needed to see.
I don't know the eye.
So the referee is still having a conversation with Wheelock if he wants to go out of touch to get attended. I think the sweat might wash it away, so he pretty much wants to stay on the pitch. Trent will take the throw, rolls it into the penalty area. Salah turns! Salah strikes! And it just shimmers off goal. Nowhere near the goalkeeper, but quite an effort from the Egyptian, Mohamed Salah.
That's what you get from Liverpool, quality. At times this player might not be in the game. Out of nothing, he got a goal. We've seen this season, Mane, Firmino, and also Salah. They don't be in the game, but they just come and score. That's why when you play against Liverpool, you take your chances. That's the most. I know insults to Arsenal right there. I think over the past 3-4 years, I think Arsenal not only been among the big boys. So when you play against Liverpool, you take your chance.
Well, as they come now, the Reds, it's Roberto Firmino. Make no mistake, he can strike and does strike. It doesn't go past. Well, Socrates. Here's Liverpool still on the far left hand side. Sadio Mane up against Guendouzi to Firmino. Now it's Jorginho Wijnaldum. A crossfield pass to the right hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold returns the favour. And great interception from Granit Xhaka to obliterate whatever offensive is going to be masterminded by Trent Alexander-Arnold. A corner will come for Liverpool on the far right hand side. And still the same individual will take it. It's had more to say or more to do with the ball than any other Liverpool player in this fixture. Trent Alexander-Arnold. As it is, it's going to be an outswinger. Trent takes it. Virgil van Dijk! Oh. And it's a towering header from Joel Matip! Not Van Dijk, but Matip will take it. And this time around, not even VAR will chuck it off. What a corner from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Not the first, not the second, not the third. Lost count of the number of corners he's taken. And one had to be sent home. And that's exactly what Joe Matip has done. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0, 14 minutes on the clock out here at Anfield. And the Reds go matching on.
Well, bad time to concede there for Arsenal. But what a brilliant free corner kick there from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He put it into that area. All he needed to do was put it in there, and there was going to be a head at the end of it. Be it an Arsenal head or a Liverpool head. And there it was, Joe Matip, to head that one. It was a brilliant corner. And maybe
he might get reviewed.
Maybe, yeah, that looked like
football, bloody hell, something about VAR. All of the celebrations, and you have a referee just deciding, look at this, how do you take this away from a man?
There was a tackle there.
Well,
are they checking it?
They will check it. They will have to check it. That's why the cameras are zooming in on Matip.
They're not checking it anymore.
Thank you so much, gentleman referee Anthony Taylor.
They're not checking it.
It's called Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. So
do you know they're not checking it, man? The Arsenal fans, the Arsenal players didn't complain. You can see they just used to do they didn't complain so much.
That's complaining. I don't think you have to look
you know
at the fact that I'm complaining or not.
Pursue to the referee.
Do the right thing.
You have to pursue the referee.
No, if there's
an incident, them go and check VAR.
I don't have to tell you. There's an incident. If there's an incident that needs to be, this is why we have VAR.
Someone, if you want to buy Akara, you wait for the woman selling Akara to carry Akara and move. I think the Arsenal players did not complain. I think they would have complained better. They just raised their hand up. Alpha. How complain better? Tell the referee go and check VAR. Tell him when he go and check it. Right there. Honestly, I think Liverpool deserving to be leading. I think Arsenal right now will go back to the chances they miss, especially that chance by Pepe. Like I say again, Ima, when you play against Liverpool, you take your chances.
Indeed. 43 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. Joe Matip. Of all the players on the pitch, I'm sure not a penny will be placed on him getting the first goal in this gigantic fixture.
Imagine the odds on that.
It's about 30, 40, you don't even want to imagine. 43 minutes, Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. The Reds still coming forward. Robertson. Well, he's seen Trent provide 2 assists this campaign. Great touch from Firmino to go past his marker in the box. Well, has his hands up. The skill from the Brazilian Roberto Firmino. He's always a happy lad when he plays against the Arsenal. Never ever under pressure. Guendouzi. David Luiz, I beg your pardon, has it. Rolls it just in front of goal to find Socrates. Now here's Guendouzi to Maitland-Niles, who's taking time, almost let that ball roll out of touch for a throw, but kept it in. Pepe's brilliant footwork, and it finds Maitland-Niles still. Well, Niles to Pepe. Pepe's going to cut in. Still has the ball. This time chased down by Jorginho Wijnaldum, who's pretty much more physically endowed and stronger than Pepe. Yep. Great work from Wijnaldum. Better play from Wijnaldum. Great composure from Wijnaldum. He needs to take all of the glory in. Let him lap it up. And that was almost a perfect pass. Intercepted Joe by Luis. Cut down by Ceballos. Here's Nacho. Monreal for Arsenal. Rolls it into Liverpool's half on the left hand side. Lacazette finds Ceballos. Well, not entirely good from Ceballos. Deflects. Keeps it in play. Back to David Luiz in Arsenal's half. 44 minutes, 60 seconds left. Pending stoppage time. Luiz to Socrates. He's got Maitland-Niles on the far right inside. Rolls it infield to Guendouzi. Now it's Maitland-Niles. Goes past the halfway line. Pepe was offside. Just had to hesitate for a second. Virgil van Dijk keeps the ball in. It's going to be quite a story if after 2 games the fixture Liverpool go on to keep a clean sheet will be against the Arsenal.
I don't think they're going to win a clean sheet. I think Arsenal is going to score.
That's why I think it will be very strange if that happens.
But I think Liverpool might get some more looking at it this way. More in the sense of they have more quality than Arsenal, and also they have more stability than Arsenal. That should be.
Well, if I was going to call it, it would be a penalty to Liverpool.
Yeah, there was shirt pulling. There was shirt pulling in that.
Yeah.
I look at Guendouzi. It is like they were wanting him to not stand up. Look at him.
I thought if they ever was going to make VAR based on that camera angle, it would be a penalty to Liverpool still.
I guess that's why they didn't call it. They saw that incident there.
It was clearer than the Guendouzi, whatever it is that happened to Guendouzi in the box. Here's Salah. Salah turns, floated into the penalty area. Sadio Mane! Salah! Doesn't get to it, and the ball rolls past the goalkeeper, Leno. Will be a corner to Liverpool. And this is what the Arsenal fans dread. A corner taken by Trent. Always a torment. That almost was going to be a fortuitous goal from a Liverpool perspective. Sadio Mane combining with his African brother until Guendouzi came through and put everything he had on the line to ensure the ball went out for a touch. Corner to Liverpool. Matip licking his lips. Virgil van Dijk likewise. Trent takes it. This time it's Sadio Mane. Well, the Teranga Lion knows how to leap. And leap he did. Not to perfection. Goal kick to the Arsenal. 2 minutes of stoppage time.
How does he do it? Trent Alexander-Arnold. These crosses are brilliant.
One of the best.
Absolutely brilliant crosses there into the area. And he's always putting into that area where all you need to do is attack the ball and get a head onto it. And then who knows where that ball will go from there. But he's been brilliant in this game. Before I was just going to say, why not try somebody else, taking these corners and free kicks and let's see what comes out of it. But he goes on, puts in the brilliant one there, and Matip goes on to head it. Brilliant game from Alexander-Arnold. You can understand why Jurgen Klopp loves this man so much. He brings so much to this Liverpool team from that right position in defence.
As Henderson, I beg your pardon, Robertson does on the far left hand side, but it's got back to the storyteller. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Sadio Mane, Mane to Salah, Salah to Mane, and it's deflected. Jorginho Wijnaldum tries to call one in the box, falls kindly to Fabinho. Now it's Firmino who's going to volley, and he did just that. Yet into the corner, and the Tormento will go take it still. Trent Alexander-Arnold. What a play from Liverpool. Well, it might be just the goal they lead with. They've been the team who've really peppered the opposing half of the Arsenal. Well, for the first time, it's a different face. He also wants to be part of the story. Mo Salah, it's going to be an outswinger. He's left-footed. And it's a corner on the far left-hand side. It's taken onto the path of Joe Matip. Second time unlucky. They're still bumbling around the penalty area, and somehow almost a clash of heads. Indeed, the referee has seen enough of breathtaking display. It's been such a fixture, highly anticipated, eagerly awaited, and after 45 minutes, I can't beat my chest and say it's such a pleasure seeing this football artistry on at Anfield. Well, Arsenal could have been happier going into the break, only if Pepe had made it count. Well done to the goalkeeper Adrian, and it came the happy moment 4 minutes into half-time. Joe Matip flipping to ensure that cross from Trent Alexander-Arnold hits the back of the net beyond the German Leno. The Reds are happier of the two sides going into the break, and the biggest fixture in the Premier League Match day 3, half-time from the amazing Anfield Stadium in Liverpool. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. We'll take a break. When we return, it's going to be perfect timing to entertain your calls and take as many messages as we possibly can on Facebook. Stay with us.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
The Champions League is Europe's elite competition. The stakes are high right from the start.
It's a very long journey, thousands of miles to travel, and of course the highest quality opponents to overcome.
There's a huge sense of anticipation. It starts with hope. We respect the traditions, history, rivalries, and passion. We feel the ecstasy, anguish, joy, and pain.
Chelsea appealing, the ball has gone over the line, and the goal.
It's a stage where battles are fought, won, and lost. Where friendships form and old flames ignite. It produces upset, but it's hard to predict. Stars are born while villains emerge, and there are winners and losers of all the drama. This is UEFA Champions League. Join Femi and the gang every match day, live on 99.3 Nigeria Info. UEFA Champions League. Femi
Great finisher.
After a long season break of international tournaments, the African Nations Cup, Copa America, the Gold Cup, and the UEFA Nations League final, the Stars are back for the new European season.
It's 3! It's the record equaling!
Join Femi and the gang for all the live action across the major leagues on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Truly, football has never been this exciting.
Season in, season out. The excitement never stops. The misses, the saves,
the off and on the pitch drama,
and of course, the goal.
The header from the corner of Messi. What a strike! What a goal!
Let's do it. Join the hottest sports crew on radio.
Once again, Arsenal are champions.
For all the update,
Hold on, 1-1.
news and information,
Sensational strike, Jan Mato. 1-0.
analysis, and a whole lot more. You call them radio's deadliest gang. We call them Femi and the Gang.
Oh, what a magnificent strike!
Great finisher.
After a long season break of international tournaments, the African Nations Cup, Copa America, the Gold Cup, and the UEFA Nations League final, the Stars are back for the new European season.
It's 3! It's the record equaling!
Join Femi and the gang for all the live action across the major leagues on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Truly, football has never been this exciting.
Hello, Nigeria.
Hey guys.
What's good? Anyways, your favorite duo, Deals Plug, we're here again. And of course, you know that every time we come on air, we definitely have something amazing for you. And this time, I am super excited.
Booyah! But then again, football has always been a vibe. And right now, you can even cash out on football.
I mean, right now, football is going to be a lot different because guess what? You can watch football, enjoy
join in the conversation, and also we'll head to the phone lines that are buzzing already to get some of your thoughts about that. You can also tweet us at Nigeria Info FM. Let's start off first with Facebook. The first comment I see is from Adego Kegiwa, who says, yeah, I agree with Buchi that Arsenal has won the EPL Jesse League, and he went into ask a question which I think is sarcastic. Is there Jesse Champions League? No, but
they're not even the Champions League.
Yeah, they're playing the Europa League, with certain fans are allowed to enjoy. Nigeria won the Jesse World Cup, but couldn't go past the first round. Nsikak Mendy says, Buchi, 10 years coming, Arsenal no league. Okay, well, Innocent Chukuka says, mentions his name again, says, all the way from Iba, Arsenal are going to defeat Liverpool by 2-0. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. You saw a difference. Uchenna saying Arsenal to win. That's a possibility if they can score 2 and prevent Liverpool from scoring in the second half. Atondakade saying, hope Liverpool will survive this week for home losses. Yeah, they're leading at halftime. Adego Kegiwa comes back to say, I'll be surprised if Arsenal finish below Manchester United this season. Liverpool has the quality in the first 11, but they lack quality on the bench. More comments on Facebook. Ramon Tiamiu say, someone said Arsenal is that away, so they stand a chance. Okay, because Arsenal are away, they stand a chance based on the score lines today, or the results today. Oh no. Awotunya says Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. That's a possibility. Atondak Kayode saying Emmanuel. Well, shout out to you at the hill. I hail too. Ajibade Abawami on Facebook says Firmino is going to score. Bam. It's a possibility if he doesn't get taken off before the second half. Shei Malato Michael says, I love you guys in the studio. You're doing a good work over there. Nice one. Richard, they says, I think Virgil van Dijk was hesitating tackling Pepe. You know one chop him. Emeka Aloy Akuka says, Emmanuel, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm not watching the game because I'm too emotional, but my blood rises as I listen to you. Please, I don't want a heart attack. Well, my job is to describe, and if the momentum goes high, I go high with it. If it goes low, oh, you know what it is. Blessing Wakama says, I wish Liverpool would lose the game. Richard Yadai says, Buchi looks like a professor with his glasses. Friday Emmanuel says, I wish Arsenal good luck. And someone is predicting a 2-0 scoreline. Watching you live inside Accra, Ghana. Akwaba, your name is Grant Gabriel Asane or Asan. Yeah.
Are you scout today?
Yeah. Olabode says Ghana's win or draw. Getting set for the second 4-5. I'll just take 5 more and we head to the phone lines now. The players are on the pitch. The goal scorer, cameras panning on him. Of all players on the pitch, with all due respect, Joe Matip in a game like this. Olatunji Jide says, I'm saying 2 more goals in this game. Mane and Bobby will get on the score sheet. Keep your comments coming through. The numbers to call is 01-2770-993, 01-2771-993, 2993, and 3993. As things stands, there will be no changes going into the second half. So far, Aubameyang starts. Pepe also still starts the second 4-5 from an Arsenal perspective. Hello. Reminder, turn down the volume of radio sets when you call. Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome.
Football.
One game without violence.
This is Ola calling for first actor.
All right, Ola, go ahead.
Please, I want to remember you people one thing. They did not play Mama for Maju today. Oh.
Okay.
It's too early.
Mama, please, I want you to play Mama for Maju for me. You understand? I'm a Chelsea fan. Because the way many people used to grab Chelsea, I didn't like it. You understand? The league is just starting, you know. So we cannot even know who will be the top 4 or who will be the one to contest at the league. You understand? So I just want to remember you people, you should play Mama for me, for Mayu.
Okay.
I agree with you.
All right. As I say, to every Malam or each Malam his kettle.
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Bryce. I'm calling from Alaba International.
All right, go ahead.
I miss you for comment. I traveled. I lost my brother. I just come back.
Commiserations. I'm so sorry about that. Welcome back.
Okay, I just want to say hi.
Hi.
And people are doing great job.
Thank you.
Hi, and stay strong, okay? They always say he's in a better place. Never understood that part, but he's so rest in peace. Hi, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome to the show.
This is our Tommy calling from Egypt.
All right, the second 4-5 is on the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, Liverpool is a good one for Liverpool. Leading back I wish them all the best.
All right, all the best. Squeezing 5 more calls. And we concentrate on the commentaries. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Mark Richmond from Minnesota.
Welcome, Mac. Go ahead.
What a great lead for Liverpool, and surely, hopefully, at the end of the 90 minutes, Liverpool will be the one to sing the loudest of songs. We are Liverpool, and we never walk alone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mac. Happy fella. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Oh, if he had gone, that would have been a penalty. Welcome, go ahead.
Should have been a penalty.
Oh, he's given it nonetheless. Well, Liverpool have a penalty though, but well done, Salah, for not going down. Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Penalty.
I am Mustafa.
All right, quickly, Mustafa.
That was a penalty.
Hello.
We can hear you, Mustafa. Just go ahead. Well, he lost the connection. I think perfect time to switch and inform you. Well, Salah did well not to go down. The referee saw it. He needed not the player to tell him what to do. And he's gifted Liverpool a penalty, which Milner is not on the pitch, so Salah will take it. And everyone who sold Mo Salah for underperforming are about to just eat their transfers in fantasy realm. Salah up against Leno. The worst possible start for Arsenal in the second 45. 2 minutes, and some of the Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans who went out at halftime are just getting back into the stadium and taking your seat. And what a sight if you're a Liverpool fan. Just coming in and seeing Salah up against Leno. Just, it's unbelievable. The F words will be flying around now. What the actual dats? I can beat my chest and say, takes a deep breath. Mo Salah, Egyptian who joined for then club record. Hits it. Top right corner. Goalkeeper sent the wrong way. Liverpool, I'll be cautious to say they've taken an unassailable lead, but a lead by 2 goals against the Arsenal. First was Matip late in the first half. Now Salah early in the second 45. Well taken penalty. Top right corner of the goalkeeper. Nothing he could do. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. Samuel, is this game over now?
Looking like it, Emmanuel. I mean, wrong time to concede goals in football. Every manager will tell you just before halftime and at the start of the second half. You wonder, all your game plan now goes out the window and you're trying to get yourself back into the game. This is almost mission impossible. But then again, it's looking like a typical David Luiz moment. We talked about this before the game. All the attention was how David Luiz will cope with the Liverpool front three, and he just shown us that, well, I have to do that normal thing that I do in football games, and he's done it. I mean, he was brilliant in the first half, but then again, why he had to pull Mo Salah is something no one can understand. Really, there was nothing in there. Yes, it was danger, but you don't have to pull him. Like you mentioned, credit to Mo Salah for not going down, but the referee had none of it. It was obvious. It was a shed pulling, and that was punishable. And Mo Salah smashing penalty for him. 2-0 Liverpool.
Well, it's happening again. Firmino, Salah and Mane, they've never lost a game against Liverpool at Anfield. And I'm saying this not as Liverpool players. Even when Sadio Mane was a Saint, he never lost against the Arsenal. And when Salah, who scored, was a Chelsea player, also didn't lose against the Arsenal. And now they've assembled at Anfield. They've made Anfield a fortress. 15-minute Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. And got to start looking at the manager Bucci and thinking, what exactly can he do? Throw in Alexander Lacazette, absolutely nothing to lose anymore. There's a points to win or to gain.
For me, honestly, I'm not really a big fan of Unai Emery from day one. But for me, this game, I think he set up his team well. With the diamond working well. 2 players up front. The 2 players right there making 2 big chances. Aubameyang and Pepe. So I will not really blame the manager at all. What he has to do right now, he has nothing to lose. There's a Lacazette right there on the bench. And Lacazette is a big game player, whether I would like it or not. I think he scored against most big teams he played against. So I think bring in the Lacazette, but I think it's kind of too early. Whether the team can maybe get 1 goal or not, or Liverpool are going to finish the work, because looking like they are more and more confident right there to get. But I think it's bad for Unai Emery. I would not fault him at all for anything in this game. I think Liverpool have not really been that good, but they are taking their chances. The quality they have, and Ima, I think David Luiz is a good player. That's why I heard plenty from here. That was kind of not really making sense. Pulling Salah for what? Why are you pulling him? That's like taking the team back 1 step further. I think Arsenal need a lot of players.
Well, here they come, the Arsenal. Lacazette! Hey. Well, he's on the bench, but that's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Jesus Christ.
Well, he took eternity. He was trying to build a castle where all that was required was The house in the sands. It's just not happening for the Arsenal.
Onside.
It looked like he was a bit offside. If the referee's assistant flag stayed down.
Let's go first now.
Oh, Val could have chugged that off. It looked
Go
like
first, man.
he had his arm offside.
We've seen VAR mess up so many times.
But the corner will come for the Arsenal. Guendouzi will take Arsenal's corner.
Like Rashford.
The very first corner coming in the second half. Tells you the entire tale. And it's a terrible corner from just lack of wall. Great skill from Pepe. It's gone down though. They've lost possession. And Liverpool know how to counter-attack. What a pass from Sadio Mane to lay free Roberto Firmino. But great interception from Leno. Coming in to completely just chalk that off. They all needed perfection. If that pass was well tailored by Sadio, it could have been Firmino's goal. 53 minutes, Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. But great goalkeeping there from Leno. It looked like he's injured something. They've lost possession again. Here's Robertson on the far left hand side. Cuts it down to find Sadio Mane. Infield play to Henderson. Turns back to the left hand side. He's got support in Jorginho Wijnaldum. Finds Robertson, who's going to help. Someone comes and gets the ball. No one does. They float it back to Fabinho. Right side pass to find Trent Alexander-Arnold to Salah. Trent will strike. Falls kindly to Firmino, who also can strike. Rolls it down. Sadio Mane waiting for the loose ball, but it's Trent who gets it. Trent will call. Trent strikes, and 2 Arsenal players go down. Ceballos is down. Lewis is down. But it looks like Ceballos will come out the worst in that instance. It was actually Socrates who went out clutching on his left knee, but he will be fine. He's a Greek player. There's so many gods from that nation, but what an effort from Trent Alexander-Arnold. That was the fact that David Luiz just clattered into him.
Yeah, rather than the shot.
That the shot.
I think he said he wants to go off.
Well, it was the collision from Lewis.
He said he wants to go off.
He's a strong man. He should stay on and fight. No one runs away from the battle.
The battle. What about the battle already been lost?
Well,
there's still time to win this battle.
It's 54 minutes. I'm not sure Arsenal fans will give up. They've seen great comebacks. Not many have happened in favour of the opposition at Anfield. Henderson, still the Liverpool captain, officially European Kings, winner of the Champions League and the Super Cup, and they will certainly be seeded when the Champions League draws come alive later this year. Salah getting the second goal just minutes into the restart. That's the teenager Wheelock, brilliantly done there by the Arsenal man Ceballos. Back to Wheelock on the far left hand side now. It's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Gabonese, floated infield to find Ceballos. Rolls it down to Guendouzi. He's got support in Pepe. Finds Pepe. Controls with the left foot. Nicola Pepe still turns. There's a player on the far right hand side. Gets it to Maitland-Niles. Back to Pepe. Turns infield. All the way back to Ceballos. I beg your pardon, Guendouzi. Here's Maitland-Niles, hoping to drive into Arsenal's midfield, and somehow that pass was a bit which don't know how to classify by the players. It's an act that you wouldn't be appreciative of for counter-attacking moments. It's turned into Liverpool now and camped in the Arsenal half. But this is the Arsenal man Guendouzi to David Luiz, all the way to Socrates, who will carry on playing despite that collision, and they are tossing a live grenade. The Arsenal players just passing all the way in front of goal, and they've lost possession. It was always coming. Firmino has it. Fabinho now touches one to go past his marker. Sadio Mane to Firmino to Salah to Robertson to Firmino now. Who's gonna call? Salah now. Beg your pardon, Sadio Mane. Robertson on the far left hand side. He can't whip in across. He does just that. Mo Salah with a connecting header. Just goes high for a goal kick to the Arsenal.
My Liverpool are having fun. All right, yeah. The party have started. Is it TGIF? Is this
TGIS now?
TGIS right now. In every way, you can see Salah, Mane, and Firmino getting in the game, and you can see that totally enjoying themselves. Arsenal right now putting themselves into trouble with this build from the back a lot of time. When it's not working, just at least they say safety first, and they're not doing it right now. And we know Arsenal at times when it comes to like mistakes or players that can make mistakes in the squad, they have them in abundance right there. I don't know what's going down here a lot of times, like romancing the ball. I think Ovasabi is the main thing cleans Arsenal.
Well, they are defending now the Arsenal. 56 minutes. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. Goals Kotsi Joe Matip in the 41st minute, and Mo Salah converted the penalty. Cameras were put on Unai Emery, man who was born in Hondarribia in Spain, 47 years, 1971, compared to his opposing manager Jurgen Klopp is older. He's born in 1967. Now Emery is quite, it's hard to say he's successful as Jurgen Klopp, because I think the UEFA Champions League trumps all other club trophies, but
all Europa Cup he has won.
Emery's won a hat-trick of Europa League titles, back to back to back. From 2013 to 2016, he reigned supreme. I'm sure he will try to do so with the Arsenal team. Almost made it count last campaign. Lost in that final to an Eden Hazard-inspired Chelsea. 57-minute Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. As David Luiz finding Socrates in Liverpool's centre rack. And they've found a way to just play the ball around, hoping to get something special off this attack. Liverpool are trying as much as they can to ensure that they are not lacking. That's a very funny situation. Gotta mention. And again, just an opportunity maybe to entertain your calls on the broadcast. Well, I'm not sure the referee has given it.
He hasn't.
But she looks completely livid. Players been ordered to go on. Anthony Taylor, I'd like to get Samuel's taken a bit of his performance so far.
That's right.
Who? The referee, Anthony Taylor. A bit 50-50?
Yeah, touch and go for me. Really that sort of performance where you can't fault him and you can't say he hasn't done well. I mean, some of the calls have been, spot on, but then he's allowed the game to flow, really.
Well, here they come again. Liverpool hoping to get a third. It's Mo Salah, and he goes alone! And Salah scores Liverpool's third. His second on the night, and this time around, I might not be Joseph who dreams, but I can confirm that this horror is turning real for the Arsenal. Salah brace in a big fixture, and Liverpool are continually running riot. The curse of the away team end with the Arsenal. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0, and what a pass that was. He had about 2 Liverpool players in the box, but still had to do.
Look at David Luiz.
What a turn.
No surprises now. No surprises. Look at they surprise you.
I don't know whether Chelsea, please come and take him back. Right there, talking about David Luiz. Number one, he caused the penalty for the second goal. Look at this. That was horrible. Arsenal brought in David Luiz for him to come and at least bring solidity. Bring solidity. The English is too hard, sorry. But right now, he's coming in to bring calamity. Right there, David Luiz. That was horrible. It keeps on happening. This is the remix. Last season 5-1. Maybe this is they might not score one at all. I think it has been a Glizma component performance from Arsenal, and it's just 59 minutes. Liverpool right now might get more goals. Klopp enjoying himself right there. You're playing 5 midfielders in the game and nobody taking control. I think right now Arsenal messed up themselves, and he might see Liverpool getting more goals in this game.
Well, it's Liverpool 3, the Arsenal 0. It's always been a high scoring fixture. That was mentioned. Been 53 goals scored in the last 12 matches between the sides in all competition. Make that 56 in 13. And whenever the Arsenal visit Anfield, they leave with nothing less than 2 goals.
Nothing, and there's always a spectacular goal from Liverpool. I mean, we saw Salah do this a couple of seasons ago. Counter-attack from the Liverpool area, ran all the way one-on-one with Petr Cech, and rounded Cech to score. We saw Femi do this last season, where all the Arsenal defenders, Socrates and Mustafi, were falling like a pack of cards, and he scored that fantastic goal. Now again, we're seeing Salah take on David Luiz. David Luiz again was beating this same move by Heung-min Son of Tottenham when Chelsea played Tottenham last season actually, and same move. He just comes out not really looking to get the ball, just looking to maybe whack the player and the ball together, and it gets taken out easily. And again, we see this sort of performance today again. But then you can look at Arsenal. I mean, they've been peppered in the first half. I thought they at some point were dealing comfortably with Liverpool defensively, but second half again, you talk about the moments they conceded the goals late on in the first half, start of the second half, and then it's just implosion for them. Now look at the substitution
for Ceballos. It's a very strange change, according to Samuel and Bucci.
He's looking for goals, and you're bringing on a holding midfielder. What are you trying to achieve here? Really, there's Lacazette on that.
I think it's just trying to ensure
damage control.
What are you damage control after 3-0?
That's the word, Samuel.
So you're losing. He's accepting defeat at 60 minutes. I mean, it's okay to lose, Emmanuel. It's okay to lose, but you have to lose fighting. Not this.
Yeah, well, then again, Liverpool are coming forward. It's a played through between Sadio Mane and Robertson, who regains possession in the box. Well done to Granit Xhaka. That's pretty much a machine in the Arsenal fold. That change is confirmed. The Arsenal was a machine. He did well to dispossess Robertson in that position in his box. It was tricky. I was going to get confirmation again of that change. Torreira off. on
Ceballos
off. So Arsenal have done what many didn't see them doing.
Indirectly right now, looking at Arsenal, they have 3.
Whoa, then again they've lost possession. Sadio Mane rolls it down to Firmino. He's always good against Arsenal, and he strikes. Goalkeeper Lerner saves. Have Messi and the goalkeeper, they would say. But the Liverpool players understand that word do not exist. Messi. What a strike. Easy for the goalkeeper. Only if he had more room. It would have been Liverpool's fourth on the night. 62 minutes, Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0.
Iman, for me, going back to that sub, I think that was the wrong sub. Indirectly right now, Arsenal have 3 holding midfielders. Xhaka, Torreira, and maybe a Guendouzi because he plays there. So I think that sub was definitely wrong. You can take out one midfielder, but bring in an attacking midfielder right there. Torreira is coming down to hold. What are you doing damage control for? You are losing 3-0. Damage control for what? Okay, is it good for a club like Arsenal? After losing 3-0, Arsenal fans be happy. Okay. Now 3-0 we lose. More carrying and go half. I think that was the wrong sub. I think there was like I said right there. Bringing in change formation, go 4-3-3. Pepe back to the wings and maybe get 1 goal or lose in a very respectful manner. Not accepting this and bringing defensive midfield. I think that was the wrong sub. I think Unai have done so well in terms of picking his squad and also in terms of tactical wise. The player has fallen in his hand. But I think with that sub, Torreira should come in. But Torreira should not be coming in to try to back up for what has been going wrong. I think he should have made an attacking sub and not a defensive one.
Well, here's the man who's just been called upon, Lucas Torreira. He's going to take the corner on the right hand side. Header down, and Arsenal's David Luiz just couldn't get a contact to it in the box. That could have been the fight back for the Reds. Well, for the Arsenal team. The Reds leaving gaping holes. It's going out for another touch. It would be another corner for the Arsenal. Nacho Monreal heading it down, and Trent Alexander-Arnold's chest just aiding it. So it's a corner to Arsenal. On the left hand side this time still will be Torreira apparently who will take the corner on the far left hand side. Well, it's a different player this time around. He's going to swing that one in. Dealt with by the first wall. That's the captain Henderson. Liverpool yet to make a change in this game. Arsenal, they've done well enough. They're throwing Lucas Torreira. He's taking off Danny Ceballos. So that's an unfortunate play. Salah is on a hat-trick. Well, Salah will get a penalty. Somehow the flag has gone up. Just maybe hit the arm of Mo Salah. And the assistant flag certainly stayed up. Well, what's the story going to be in Salah getting a hat-trick against the Arsenal?
That might have been a red for Guendouzi.
It also just might have been. Here he comes, Lucas Torreira with the number 11 shirt for the Arsenal. Finds Alexander Lacazette. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Somehow I just pretty much calling for the Frenchman to be introduced. But all due respect, it was Aubameyang who tried to send in a cross from the far right inside. Quickly taking back the Liverpool goalkeeper to lay free Jorginho Wijnaldum on the outside left. His pass is infield to Firmino. Here's Sadio Mane. Yet to be part of any of the goals this evening. 3 goals from Liverpool, 2 from Salah, 1 from Joe Matip. Here's Sadio Mane driving through. The pass is brilliant to Roberto Firmino, who refuses to go down. And this time was a legitimate tackle. Nacho Monreal hesitating with a clearance. Turns back, facing his own goal. Finds David Luiz. Well, this time was Guendouzi. Guendouzi's lost possession in the box. Unfortunately for him, well, somehow they are able to regain. Here they come attacking. Nicolas Pepe. He's got Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang running infield. Finds Aubameyang, but this time Virgil van Dijk with a brilliant cover to ensure nothing goes past his goalkeeper, at least after the first 66 minutes. Great defending from Virgil van Dijk. Quickly taken to Robertson. Infield now to Jorginho Wijnaldum. He's got Fabinho. Gets it to Fabinho in Liverpool's half. The Reds are playing from right to left in the second 45. Liverpool, that is. Arsenal from left to right. Liverpool from right to left. Here's Salah, the players on the hat-trick. All the way back to Fai Henderson, the captain. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho now. Infield in Arsenal's territory. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Robertson. Back to Jorginho Wijnaldum. Back to Robertson on the left-hand side. Infield play to Fabinho. One touch. Successful to Virgil van Dijk. Now it's the captain Henderson in the centre rack of Arsenal. Rolls it down to the far right inside to find Trent Alexander-Arnold. Here's Mo Salah driving through. He's got 2 Arsenal players. Rolls it down to Firmino. Unfortunately dispossessed by Granit Xhaka. Here's Torreira in Arsenal's half. Well, he's lost possession. Referee gives the free kick in his favour though. The small man has gotten down heavy off a challenge from Sadio Mane. Roberto Firmino had his moments early on, could have made it count. Free kick taken. Even if we just might have seen the end of Jordan Henderson. It's just what my mind is telling me as the manager Jurgen Klopp lines his first change. It will be Milner, who, if he was on the pitch when that penalty was awarded, he would have taken it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Salah is happy that the penalty came before the introduction of James Milner. It's Arsenal defending, 67 minutes. Socrates finds Torreira, quick one touch to Maitland-Niles on the far right inside, driving with the ball, and this time finds Pepe on the far right inside. He's up against two Liverpool players, Fabinho and Robertson for one. Great skill from Pepe, floated in, just going to go past the goalkeeper to find a lurking Aubameyang. Well, even if Arsenal trail by 3 goals, he's been one shining light in this game, Nicola Pepe.
Exactly, man. That's what I want to say right there. Though you missed that beast chance in the first half, but you can see, like you said, the shining light. He has been the star boy in the team right there, talking about Pepe, showing you that he can definitely do well in future. It's not about football. You can make mistakes, but you can fix your mistakes because the EPL is a long run. But all other Arsenal players have been men on the mission right there, losing the ball confidently. The David Luiz, Xhaka, Guendouzi, Torreira just came in. Even the Ceballos that went off. Everybody have been poor right there. I think right now, this is not what Arsenal fans want to see this season. Last season, same thing happened. This season still happened. They say first one are accident, second one are coincidence. Right?
Yeah.
Is it coincidence?
It's just saying, yeah.
Third one, it's a dent, something like that. And this is a dent on Arsenal right there. Honestly, I feel for Arsenal fans. You spend so many money, and this is what you're expecting. Bismarck.
Firmino again, trying to ensure he was, as you described, and the words of the former House of Rep member for Nigeria, Patrick Abayabo. But he's also always mentioned the fact that every word he uses is in the dictionary. Well, it's surprising actually. It's Jorginho Wijnaldum, the captain who's see out the entirety of this game, maybe. So the first Liverpool change, Jorginho Wijnaldum off. And Milner called upon. Such an instrumental team player, Milner, with his number 7 shirt. And I've got to mention something about Milner. Seen as many games as you can imagine. No stranger to the top flight. Here to come again, Liverpool. Still hunting for a 4th goal in this game, playing as if it's a scoreless situation. Guendouzi. Well, that's what you want to do. Just tossing around in your box. It's gone down, Guendouzi.
It's a good player.
Yeah.
I think it's a good player. But I think he overstepped too much.
Good players don't attempt such.
I think he's talented. He's talented player. He has it. At times you can see he play fantastically. Where at times he's not really what they call it. His awareness is too poor for a player. You keep on touching the ball. You playing on the field. You're a professional football player. Look around. Nobody come here can look. Nobody come here can look at your face. Nobody come here can look your face. And you keep on playing like you play with the under 12. You play in a professional football club, and he keeps on talking about Guendouzi. I like him so much, but I think it's part of Unai Emery's favourite in that tag. No matter what he does, he keeps on starting games. I think right now Unai Emery should bench it even like that of him.
Well, see how well he would take to your advice. Mo Salah still testing blood. He wants it. He wants the hat-trick. Rolls it down. Almost connecting with Sadio Mane. Rising the penalty area. Unsuccessful in that attempt. 70 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0. The Gunners have 20 minutes to complete one of the greatest comebacks in football history. That's Guendouzi. It's got Torreira. Turns to the right hand side. Back to Guendouzi in his half. Goes all the way back to his half to find Maitland-Niles. Who's drifted a bit forward. Great turn there from Willock. It's a bit quiet in the second half. His pass to Pepe is heavy. Pepe's up against Virgil van Dijk, and the latter comes out successful. It's been an interesting battle between both players, Virgil and Pepe.
And also talking about giving stats right now. Talking about Pepe for the first time in like years. I think Pepe was the first player to Jimbo or Wijnaldum, Van Dijk back to back, not even one, for the first time this season. I think so. After Merino did it. That was last season. So right now you can see the competition is tough between both of them. Van Dijk leading in terms of goal scoring, Pepe leading in terms of dribbling. Main Canada and goals.
72 minutes. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0. The Reds, a side who've won more European trophies than any other English team. They've got 6 European trophies. Also, they've won 18 league titles, but yet to win the top division since it became the Premier League. That's taken quite a long time, 20 plus years. So here they come, Firmino. He's got the other three units in view. Easy catch for the goalkeeper. Thought Sadio Mane would have been best decision, but he was hoping to get the pass across to Mo Salah, whose hat-trick is loading. Amazing how the Arsenal defence are operating. It's difficult not to see him get one. And it's very hard to see how Arsenal would bridge the wall of Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool failed to keep a clean sheet against Norwich. They failed to keep a clean sheet against Southampton. They are on the verge of doing so against the Arsenal.
Emmanuel, I think if they hadn't considered that goal so early in the second half, it would have been a different game entirely. I think that penalty considered by David Luiz just knocked the stuffing out of Arsenal there. And looking at the Arsenal team, I think one thing they've struggled with today is that there's a huge lack of leadership in the Arsenal team. Every player is looking up to the other one to bring some sort of inspiration to them. I think David Luiz was brought in for that purpose. To not just give solidity to that defense for Arsenal, but also, be some sort of a leader starting defensively. Well, he's clearly not shown that. I think the partnership with Socrates, suicidal, if you want to say, not the best there. But it's what it is for Arsenal. They have to, find a way to mend this situation and fix it. Unai Emery knows he's got a lot to do with this Arsenal side. He's brought in quality with Pepe. I think Pepe is just shown, he can do the job for Arsenal, but then again, too many errors, when he needs to shoot, he's trying to take a pass, and his finishing has been very poor in this game, and that may just have cost Arsenal. You go back to the chances they had in the first half, Pepe again and Aubameyang, if they've taken one or two of them, could have been a different story for Arsenal, but entirely, it's just been lack of leadership from Arsenal in this game. Guendouzi making mistakes and all of them. Maybe going forward, it's something they do have to fix.
Just maybe. Maitland-Niles regaining possession after Guendouzi lost it in the box. Granit Xhaka rolls it to the far left hand side to fight Nacho Monreal. Nacho back infield, gives it to Aubameyang. Back to Nacho on the far left hand side. 74 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0. They've lost possession again. Guendouzi. Here's Mo Salah running things on the far right hand side. Plays it infield to find Roberto Firmino, who gives it to Henderson, the captain. Milner is nowhere to be found, but Trent Alexander-Arnold either. Here's Robertson, gives it to Henderson. Now they find Milner, whom I'd mentioned earlier. And again they find Trent Alexander-Arnold, who I mentioned also. Back to Milner still. Floated infield to Fabinho, who seemed to have monopolized that position. He's ensured that I will be the one who starts just right in front of the back four. Milner, Henderson, captain to the vice. Milner was it up front to find Trent Alexander-Arnold. He can whip it in, doesn't do entirely pleasing, and they've gone all the way back, not too deep. Matip, the scorer of the first, finds Fabinho, plays it close to the halfway line, intercepted by Virgil van Dijk. Now it's Robertson to Firmino, back to Robertson to Firmino. Firmino turns, he's lost possession. Granit Xhaka has it, floated to the far left hand side. Arsenal can break free now. It's a 3-on-3 situation for the Gunners. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has it. Aubameyang floated to the far right hand side, turned down by Pepe, and he sent it across into the box just before he could get to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Then came Milner with that timely interception, heads it out for a corner in favour of the Arsenal. And then you just thought he was going to go for goal from that position. Decided not to be selfish. He wants to go take the corner himself, Pepe, or just support the Arsenal player who will take the corner, which is their fourth. Well, it's Lucas Torreira who will take it. There's David Luiz in the box. And he also can find Granit Xhaka, but more red shirts than black shirts. And obviously it's Henderson who clears it out. Maitland now is doing well enough to combine it with Willock. Willock floated to the far left hand side to find Nicola Pepe. Floats one into the box, headed out to safety. And they're trying as much as they can to make it count, the Arsenal. Quarter of an hour left of what has been quite a fascinating fixture. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0. Sir David Luiz finds her compatriot Guendouzi. His first touch hits the rib of Trent Alexander-Arnold to Robertson in that instance. Gone all the way back to Socrates. 77 minutes, Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0, halfway line. They've packed the entire Liverpool team back into the half. What a pass that was! And almost a timely connection by Torreira. And it did seem he was onside because the cameras would pan on the assistant on the far right inside. But that could have been a telepathic pass from David Luiz.
Should be offside.
He was offside.
His ache is offside, and
offside.
the flag indeed went up. That's good to see him make contact and ask questions afterwards.
Smiling.
The Ox is up against.
Oh, come on, Jorgen.
He no score.
He no score.
Oh, he no get.
He no score. He no get.
Managers toying with FPL managers. There's no loyalty in life. Never. You can't ask a manager for a favour. Mane taking off. Oxlade-Chamberlain introduced.
What's he hoping to achieve with that substitution?
I know, just like the Southampton fixture, you take off Mo Salah and you think he's done with it. And now it's Mane who you've taken off. In the next moment now, Mane gets sold by most of the managers, and it's Mane scoring a hat-trick in the next fixture.
Oh, really?
I just think managers have got to be fair to fantasy managers.
Got to put us into consideration.
They
really.
should, actually. 78 minutes, that change confirmed the Ox. What sort of mentality, Samuel, do you think he would come into this game with? I mean, the Arsenal fans do love him.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I'm just saying.
So there should be a fair, percentage of Arsenal fans.
Maybe about 2 or 3 of them.
Maybe not love, but care. They do care about.
So,
they do care about him. Yeah. But it's a good fixture to come into. I mean, your team is up 3-0. They're coasting. Arsenal don't seem like they've got any response in them or any fight in them. So come in, have a good run. He needs game time. He needs to get back to full fitness and all that. So good fixture, maybe to crown it off with a goal. At this point, anybody can score for Liverpool.
That would be fascinating. What more can be said? Nicola Pepe just trying to battle Virgil van Dijk. I did all of this stutter steps, trying to recreate some sort of Brazilian flair which he possesses. But the aftermath, nothing. Liverpool have possession, 79 minutes on the clock. The reason why the Liverpool manager certainly has Mo Salah on the pitch is to see if the Egyptian can get the hat-trick and join the elite class of Pukki and Raheem Sterling. Just 2 players have scored hat-tricks in the Premier League this season. Sterling achieving that feat against West Ham United on the opening day. Timu Pukki doing it against Newcastle United on match day 2. Well, it would be fascinating if Salah does it on match day 3.
Am I talking about hat-trick? Though the hat-trick might not be in England, but there's a man with a hat-trick in Germany. Talking about the man that celebrated his birthday, that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. The man from Bayern Munich, Robert Lewandowski. He's 32 years old right now. He got a hat-trick, or he's getting a hat-trick against Schalke 04 in that game in Germany. That game currently right now, after 80 minutes, is Bayern 3, Schalke 04 0. The game in Italy between Parma and Juventus finished 1-0. Juventus winning that game. Chiellini will go. And also there's a game currently going down in Spain. Real Madrid against Real Valladolid. After 50 minutes in that game, it's still 0-0. But one man talking about James that starts for Real Madrid. Also with Gareth Bale and Benzema. With Hazard out injured. But Real Madrid have not scored in that game.
Missing
right there. Let's see if they can get the goal or not get the goals. But the most important thing is the match we are covering, we have plenty goals.
We've got 3 goals at over 2.5. Just shifted my attention to, well, he's going to come on. I've been mentioning his name all evening long, Alexander Lacazette. And I'll be shocked if it's a like-for-like change. It certainly will not be. Willock will be the one to go off. Well, he's had an average game. And in this sort of instance, I'm not sure Lacazette is paying attention to what Unai Emery is saying. Just allow me go to the pitch, man. Basically. So that change is confirmed, and now they've got the 3 men up front. The cameras, directors doing the job. Just panning first on Pepe, now to Aubameyang, and now to Lacazette.
That's telling him what he should have done from the start.
Could have started it. Would have seen how fascinating it would have been, but he went with Willock and just playing Ceballos behind the front three. So many comments on Facebook. Kudos to you guys, a wonderful job. Imor Chuks, thank you for that. Well, Sam Raji is fascinated by the studio. Puts a love emoticon saying Arsenal will lose by 4-0. And he said this when it was still 2-0. So there's a possibility your prophecy might come to fruition. Maybe, maybe not. Adeyika on Facebook says, hi guys, I'm Precious from Festac. Good win for my Daily Chelsea today. Thank you for that. Some of the fresh messages coming through. Isaac Paul, I cite you. Taburo Matbo. Kende Emmanuel saying Buchiha Market of Chelsea. Well, he had to send that message twice. The second one was saying Buchi, say you see the pain. I think this one,
who does that defense?
Fine you come, something of the sort. Well, they saw your reactions. It's public, it's televised. Just discovered Nigeria Info Facebook page. It's like a treasure. I'm watching from Owerri. Thank you so much. Paul Orji says Arsenal just can't get it right against Liverpool. Maybe they should find a different approach next time, because this one is won and lost. And any other fresh comments? Marvelous saying, so sad for Arsenal. They should have taken their chances in the first half. 3-0, it's done and dusted. 9 minutes left. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0. The Reds come attacking. It's Mo Salah. He's got Firmino in the box. Well, the ricochets back to Firmino, who's gone down, and there's no way he'll be given on 10 different planets. Well, on 10 different planets, I should say. No way. He went down, he didn't complain. The referee lenient not to give him a yellow card for simulation. He was the one who almost clipped Granit Xhaka's ankle. The Arsenal captain just being loud in reaction. So there's 8 minutes for a great comeback, and 8 minutes for the expected to happen, which would be Liverpool taking out 3 points and staying. It's the only team with 100% record in the Premier League. As things stand, surprising, you say?
Yeah, surprising. I mean, I'm looking at it from a Manchester City perspective.
All right, fair enough then.
Oh, City don't draw.
City
drew against Tottenham. That's why they go into that game against AFC Bournemouth knowing that they can give Liverpool that 3 points gap. It's going to be 4 now if Liverpool win this. Robertson still has someone to beat. That instance, Maitland-Niles. Ball finds kindly to Pepe. Chased down by Robertson. Still Pepe. Oh, he's got brilliant footwork. Pepe finds a support partner in Torreira. Faces his Arsenal goal. Socrates. Back to Maitland-Niles. Arsenal playing from left to right. Liverpool from right to left. Still about 7 minutes left in this game for an Arsenal fight back. And I'm not exaggerating. We've seen stranger things happen in football. Aubameyang hoping for support on the far left hand side. Rose it infield to Granit Xhaka, who's got Guendouzi in view. Guendouzi's pass is deflected by goal scorer number 1 Joe Matip, and Trent Alexander-Arnold doing quite a brilliant job to intercept. Well, he's lost it. Here's Lacazette in the box. He's got, well, it's Aubameyang, and Torreira strikes. Torreira! And Arsenal get something, just maybe that comeback will be materialised. And I've said stranger things have happened in football, and it just might be 6 minutes left for 2 more Arsenal goals, and it will be one of the great comebacks. Well played, Lucas Torreira. Missed his footing the first time he struck, but the ball fell kindly again. And the second question, he answered correct. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 1. Lucas Torreira with an 85th minute lifeline for Arsenal.
A good one for Arsenal. Also, you can give thumbs up to Aubameyang. I nearly shoot, but instead he passed the ball to Torreira. The man that just came in and scored the goal. The problem right here is not even Arsenal losing. The problem is how you lose. I think right now Arsenal should at least, if can come back, make the scoreline respectable. Don't do a remix of last season. Right there, I think they can maybe get one or get another goal in this game. Anything is still possible. And Arsenal, Mkhitaryan, the man is in. They can't come back. Don't worry. Mkhitaryan is in. They can't come back. It's done. Talking about Lallana also in for Liverpool. Let's see how the game went.
Third and final change. Go ahead, Samuel.
Emmanuel, that goal from Arsenal did come through an error from one of the brightest players for Liverpool in this field. That's Arnold. He gave away possession. Very close to the corner kick, trying to clear the ball, trying to be too clever, but played it straight to an Arsenal player. But smart finish from Torreira there, brilliant one to get Arsenal. And we've seen United come back from a goal deficit in '99. We've seen Liverpool come back from a 3 goals. But the only thing with this one is the performance from Arsenal. It hasn't really been inspiring, but they've got 5 minutes. They can still do it.
Oh, they can. Mkhitaryan came in for Guendouzi, Adam Lallana for Roberto Firmino. So not goal or assist for Firmino and Sadio Mane. All of the FPL credits on the laps of Mo Salah. Oh, great skill, man. Pepe. Oh, he's lost possession to Robertson. And Liverpool's halfway line now. Brilliantly done by Robertson. He's up against 3 Arsenal players. Finds Lallana. He's fresh and he's got pace. Somehow he's lost possession. Aubameyang has fallen deep. Lacazette has the pace, chasing down Matip. He would get to the ball first. It's the Frenchman Alexander Lacazette, first in his own goal now. Rolls it down to his teammates. Is that Mkhitaryan? It is Mkhitaryan. Back to Lacazette. Here's Mickey. Rolls it infield to Granit Xhaka. Arsenal no. 4 minutes is a long time in football. Liverpool 3, Arsenal 1. Pepe to Socrates. Rolls it infield to find Granit Xhaka, who floats one to the far right hand side. The control won't be required. Gets it. Maitland-Niles. Course infield. Has Pepe in view. Course back to the right hand side. Swings one into the penalty area. Chest down. Lacazette hesitates for a second. Well, he should be hitting from that angle. And he's screaming and pleading that the ball hit the arm of the Liverpool player. VAR will be called into view. Certainly, the referee will. Yeah, it will be. They don't call immediately. The ball have to go out of touch before they communicate. Well, nothing. They didn't see anything. That call from Lacazette.
He didn't even complain well.
He didn't complain well, but at least he heard you. The last time was a handball from Salah. It's gone out of touch. Quickly taking the throw. Harry Mkhitaryan tries a cross into the penalty area, deflected by Trent Alexander-Arnold. They've got their tails up now, Arsenal, in the final 120 seconds in this game. Nacho Monreal wants to take it just in front of the Liverpool fans. They're staying close to the terrace. A football team who, by the way, have seen their supporters involved in 2 major tragedies. And always remember the Heysel Stadium disaster in 1985 and the much publicised Hillsborough disaster in 1989. Of the reasons why the creation of the internal anthem, You Never Walk Alone. And an offside call against Lacazette.
Definitely. Talking about Lacazette, you can see the impact. Sorry, the English too hard. He has brought to the game, and Salah again.
Oh, looks like he really does want to get the hat-trick, but brilliant defending from Nacho Monreal to keep up Mo Salah.
Talking about Lacazette, you can see the impact he brought to the game in terms of physicality and also in terms of making sure the game is very, very fast right there. I think at times Una Emery gets to bench Lacazette when Arsenal play against the big boys away from home. Not really noting that Lacazette actually have good scoring records against the big boys, whether home or away right there. I think that's the mistake he's done. I think if we started this game, maybe Aubameyang and Lacazette up for noting that both of them, they actually do understand each other properly. And the last game Arsenal played against Burnley, both of them scored, and they are very, very good friends here, talking about Lacazette and Aubameyang. I think Una Emery should learn his lesson and start these 2 boys. I like the formation, I like the diamond, Lacazette and Aubameyang on center. So I think Pepe is good, but he has not really gotten into the frame or the playing pattern of Arsenal. He's just coming in and also playing from the wings right there. I think if we started that way, I think it would have totally been a different situation right there. But let's see if we get 1 or 2 goals before full time.
Well, it's 90 minutes of action played at Anfield. 4 goals. That's never a dull moment when these 2 teams file out. Particularly the venue is Anfield. Mkhitaryan with the number 7 shirt. Running things for Arsenal. Infield finds Aubameyang. Floats it down back to Mickey. Cuts it in a corner. Will come. A bad performance since his introduction, Harry Mkhitaryan. It's been really lively, the Armenian. The Manchester United fans had a song for him. I'm not sure the Arsenal fans have coined one.
Song for Mickey.
Hasn't done anything to deserve one.
They got a song with Lacazette.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, they got a good song for him.
A man who did well for himself last campaign, Una Emery, knows this battle is almost lost. Well, it's actually a goal kick. I thought it was a corner. It's a goal kick. The stewards are out there at Anfield, just about to circle the stadium. 4 minutes of stoppage time displayed by the 4th official, John Moss. Liverpool look to have this in the bag, even as the hunts for his hat-trick carry on. Mo Salah chasing everything. I'm sure he can even spot a fly, even as the broadcast confirms 53,298. It's the number of fans at Anfield today. His first error in the game. We've got to cut him some slack, maybe. Maitland-Niles just losing foot in there, and automatically transforms Una Emery into a ball boy. Hands the ball quickly to Robertson, who throws to the far left-hand side. Unfortunately, Milner Adam Lallana rather couldn't get to the ball first before Socrates, who just put it out for a throw. They want to walk this off, Liverpool, and the Arsenal fans who had hopes that a comeback was feasible earlier might be walking out of the stadium and just heading to the train station. And for those who will be commuting via National Express back to London, and for those who want to take the train ride at the Liverpool train stations, it's just easy for them to get up as early as they can. Well, it's going to be an advantage. I'm sure he's going to call back and dish a yellow card to the Liverpool player. He still will likely do that, even as Arsenal have possession now to cut the deficit. Well, it's Lacazette who's trying to get to the ball, and he pleads for a foul. Yellow card to Virgil van Dijk. Well, it would have been a fascinating battle if Arsenal had Lacazette and Pepe closing in on Virgil van Dijk. Totally. You know how they brought down the Marvel God character. You have to think about 5, 6, practically every character to bring him down. Thanos, or that's his name, Thanos.
Man. Is he dead?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they kill him. Oh, he's going to come out.
That's just how Virgil van Dijk looks in the Liverpool shirts. Fabinho gets a yellow card. It was actually Fabinho, not Virgil van Dijk. He gets the yellow, so for fantasy Premier League managers, do not fret. Free kick will come. David Lewis.
Redemption moment.
Well, I think the fans will forgive him if he scores, and he scored from such positions in the Chelsea shirt, even while he was in France with Les Parisiens. Lewis, 24 yards. Great technique, just the direction, and 60 seconds left. This is tailoring towards the Liverpool victory, Samuel.
It is, no doubt. I think it's been a performance worthy of a victory for Liverpool. I mean, they've pressured the Arsenal players from the Arsenal team from the start, never giving them too much time on the ball. But then again, the Arsenal players have shot themselves in the foot. I thought for too many times when it was absolutely unnecessary, they tried to build up from the back, and that's, Liverpool, we know them. The pressing is always going to be high, it's always going to be intense. And they've won the ball in too many areas of the Arsenal players and punished them. So, and Arsenal can look back and say they had the chances, maybe the game could have panned out differently. But then again, this game has been brilliant performance from Liverpool. Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, Firmino, even though they didn't score, but Salah has gotten both goals and 2 goals in this game. So it's been brilliant for Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp will be proud of the performance, but I still think Arsenal and Unai Emery have got to look at themselves, especially Unai Emery, and think, what if I had done things a bit differently in this game? Maybe it could have gotten a different result.
Well, just maybe, and the fat lady finally belt out. The referee signalled an end to what has been a fascinating encounter. The Reds do go matching on, and they've achieved that 12th league win in a row. Liverpool, they've equalled their 29-year-old club record. Anfield, yet again, a fortress. Joel Matip began the onslaught in the 41st minute. Mo Salah early in the second half, catching his brace, one from the sport. And what became consolatory in the 85th minute, Lucas Torreira, the substitute, coming through for Arsenal. But at least the travelling fans will head back to London with something to talk about. A result from Anfield, not a scoreline. It ended Liverpool 3, Arsenal 1. Samuel will be wrapping things up in a bit. Let's get some closing remarks from you.
Great game expected. I mentioned at the start that Liverpool were, looking like the stronger side going into this one. History tells us that Liverpool have always won this fixture. They've always scored goals. And like I mentioned earlier, maybe Arsenal and Unai Emery could have done things differently. I thought the midfield for Liverpool was weak coming into this one, so maybe they could have exploited that, but opted for a diamond formation. Maybe the personnel he deployed in that formation didn't quite do the job for him. But then they have a lot of questions to answer, Arsenal, defensive calamities and all that. But they have a nice game to look forward to. But Liverpool, the only unbeaten side and 100% record in the league now, they can be proud of their performance. They're marching on, doing what they need to do. But for Arsenal, it's back to the drawing board.
How about you, Buchi? Just getting confirmation again. 3 games played, 9 points. But Arsenal are still second on the Premier League table.
Because they won 2. All right, there is their first loss. Other teams join and so on, so on. So, but honestly, I think the game in some fails. Honestly, you can pick the positives for us now. Though the boy Pepe just coming in, missed that big chance. But you can say if David Luiz didn't bring down Salah at the start of the second half, or also him losing Salah for the third goal, I think things would have been different. I like Unai Emery. I like the way he set up his team. But I think he didn't put the proper player for the good setup. I think if like I said, this man would have been fantastic. Also, I think if Torreira started, especially in midfield, chasing down the ball everywhere, I think it would have been good. The mindset was good, but the execution was not good right there. So that's why I'm not really going to fault Unai Emery that much. I'm just going to cut him slacks in this game. But he needs to learn. The earlier, the better. But the good thing about it, 3 games, 1-2, lost 1. And what I saying in some way, I think this is kind of an improvement in some terms for us. Now, I think they played well for them. But Liverpool, you know the way they are. Not really that fantastic, but they have quality players to come through for them. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to rant at all. I'm just going to take it the way it is. Unai Emery gets to build. But if this happens again, if it happens again, schools, I'm going to come for the head of Unai Emery. I'm going to find him to London. I know his house in Spain. I will go to do a public protest for Unai Emery. Last season he had excuses from. This season he has given all he needs. He needs to deliver. The earlier the better.
Indeed, the earlier the better, as they say. Well, I appreciate all those who've joined us on Facebook and Twitter. Well, thank you so much to our digital team. But you've got to head to the phone lines. Got about 5 minutes to take your calls before Chuma comes through for all of the reactions this Saturday. Congratulations to Liverpool. The numbers to call are 01 2770 01 2771 993 01 2772 993 and 01 2773 993. Liverpool securing a 3-1 win against Arsenal Football Club. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome to the show.
Football.
One game without violence.
It's Emmanuel calling from Ikoyi.
All right, go ahead, Emmanuel.
Good one for Liverpool. I always support them and I want them to win. I'm supporting them to win the league. Nice one. Good game.
All right, nice one and good game and good evening. Apologies, lost the connection. Hi, good evening.
Good evening. This is Chibike United.
All right, go ahead, Chibike.
For Arsenal and Manchester United, for them to lose this early lose is unfortunate. It's just paining me because of what is involved. Manchester United, I expect them to win. They lose. Arsenal, I expect them to play fantastic football. Now, Emery won't use the useless. I don't know what I would call it. Disturb this game. Let Arsenal fans take heart. That we should fight another day.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Chibike United, for calling. I said 5 calls, right? Yeah, good.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
This is Chimobi calling from Ekpaja.
All right, Chimobi, go ahead.
Please, I don't know why this coach starting the lose.
He bought him.
He bought it, but there's another player there before he bought it. Now.
Chambers.
Yes, sir.
That one would have, don't worry. He would have turned here to his office, Chambers' office. So relax. I think David Luiz was poor, but I think he has no choice but to start David Luiz. Seriously, he has no choice. But it's what Luiz. Are you a Chelsea fan? You know Luiz well. He had the thoughts now.
I'm not a Chelsea fan.
He followed Chelsea last season. You see David Luiz. It's not shocking.
All right, semi-final caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Emmanuel.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, this is the Happy Friday from Igbeleri.
All right, happy Friday. Welcome. You're first time caller, right? Go ahead.
This is the real Friday. See, Emmanuel, when Pucci was anchoring the program yesterday night, one Arsenal fans called, he was calling me a baby Liverpool fan.
That's true. What's that his name? I've forgotten his name.
Yeah, that I hope he's listening. Now, let me say this.
Okay.
I have been supporting Liverpool from the early 80s. I don't support club because a Nigeria player is playing in that club. There are many Chelsea fans today because of Mikel. Many Arsenal fans
because of Kanu.
Yeah.
See, I don't support Liverpool because they have a Nigeria player. I support Liverpool because I love Arsenal. I never walk alone, and I never want to walk alone. See, Emmanuel.
Yes.
Arsenal bought a pepper. Liverpool we went to the market and bought oil. You know, when you put oil and Maggi into pepper will become naughty. That's what we do to Arsenal. Next season, let them go and buy Tatafi. Let them buy Tatafi next season. We will still flog them home and away. They are our babies.
All right, thank you so much, Friday. The final caller. Hi, good evening to you.
Good evening, Manuel
Welcome.
and Bucci.
Yes.
One game.
Football
Without violence, so.
I disagree with that last caller. Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. How will you buy oil? Can oil neutralize Pepe? No matter anything, Pepe still have his own test. Yeah, still have his own test. So it's a very good one for us now. Well, it's good now that we started by this early winning 2 games and lost 1. Yeah, Arsenal and Liverpool have been together for last
long
season.
time. Stability.
Yes. They have been together. And if you check the Arsenal lineup and some of our players, they brought some players from Team 2 and bring it to Team 1. And all these new players will buy that. They never dramatize. They never play together to how many matches. So I still believe strongly that Arsenal is going to make pull a weight for this season. So we're not writing them off. Now, whether no matter anything that we have lost, but we are still having another match, 2 matches now. I mark my word today. I say before 10 games, you see where Arsenal will be on this season. So let them play together for 5, 6 good matches. All these people that are saying talking against Arsenal, they will call this their station and say Arsenal have tried. So that's my own stake. So let's just have a nice celebration.
Thank you so much for calling in. That's the size of the package. Samuel, it's where we take our Gwangwaru out of the studio. It's been such a Saturday.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, Liverpool managing to be the only home team to win today. Every
had to
other
do it.
away, it had to be Liverpool if everybody was going to stumble. So great performance from Liverpool, and every game we've seen today, fantastic goals. I mean, Chelsea won, so I can be happy. United lost, so I can be happy. But nice being here. Fantastic game with us.
All right, Abuchi, we got to go parting shots.
Top game. To Arsenal fans, I'm really an Arsenal Chelsea. No need to get pissed off or angry. You can see the season will be fantastic for Arsenal in terms of making top 4 and the rest. I think the hope is good. The rest of the manager on on the one right now. If he uses his players well, I think Arsenal will do so well. So I'm not really angry at all. I'm just angry because some players just miss some things. But that are just
say that
small.
again, Samuel.
He's not angry, but he's hungry.
Okay.
No, he's just he's small. I was.
It's all good, all right. That's the size of the package. Such a pleasure. But the broadcast doesn't end here. There'll be more time to get your reactions. Chuma Nolly standing by. I'm Emmanuel Latin. It's been such a pleasure.
My love now forever, no go feel retire.